Question 4. A equals 1, 4 and B equals 3, 2. Part A. Write down as a column vector A plus B. Don't forget, a column vector is just a description of size and direction. So for example, this vector A is taking a point or drawing a line 1 unit to the right and 4 units up. Or you could imagine it as 1 square right and 4 squares up. And B is moving it 3 squares right and 2 squares up. The top number moves something left or right, and the bottom number moves it up or down. If it was negative, it would be moving it down, and if the top number was negative, it would be moving it left. So if I was going to add the two vectors together, I'm simply moving 1 square to the right and then 3 squares to the right. So that's a total of 4. You just do 1 plus 3. And if I'm moving 4 squares up and then 2 squares up, in total I will move 6 squares up. You just have to add the top numbers and add the bottom numbers. Part 2. 2a plus 3b has the same principles applied to it, just except this time vector A, which is 1, 4, you are going to do that twice. So you're going to go 1 square over to the right and 4 squares up, and then you're going to repeat that. You're going to go 1 square to the right and 4 squares up, which is the same as 2 units to the right and 8 units up. Simply 2 times 1 and 2 times 4. 3 lots of the vector 3, 2, the same principle applies, and you get 9, 6. 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6. Adding these vectors together, 2 plus 9 is 11, 8 plus 6 is 14. So the vector 2a plus 3b is moving you 11 squares to the right, or 11 units to the right, and 14 units up. The vector c is drawn on the grid. There it is. From the point P, draw the vector 3c. So there's a point P. The vector c is simply 3 squares to the right and 2 squares up. And what I have to do is just repeat that 3 times because it's 3c. So 3 squares to the right, 2 up, that's once. 3 squares to the right, 2 up, that's 2c. 3 squares to the right and 2 up, that's 3c, and I just join that point back to P. Because they are parallel to each other, they have the same letter, the same vector c, and the 3 means that this line here is 3 times as long as the original.